Dr. Jackie.
And I'm Tash Lorayne.
Welcome to
Cannversations,
where we chat about everything cannabis culture.
While going off on a few tangents.
Because we make the rules.
Not you.
So there. What are we talking about today?
Oh gosh, there's so much to talk about. First of all, I'm so glad to be here with you.
I know. Now that our bubble can include 10 people.
That's right.
Because you and I are each at least 5.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
We can hang out again.
We can hang out
We're
again.
happy about that.
We've had to go on hiatus because of all this isolation session,
which was
COVID
weird.
stuff. Very
It
weird.
was very, very odd times for us. I'm not used to just being in the house with an 11-year-old. I don't know anything about that.
I've been in the house with my 16-year-old. She's basically hidden herself inside of her room.
This is what they do, apparently.
She was like quarantined herself from me.
From you.
Inside her room.
Correct.
Even though I was already quarantined and I didn't leave the house.
Yeah, this is what they do. They want their own isolation from us. So.
I know, but you know what? That actually was going on before COVID.
Ain't
This
much
is
change.
not new. Is it, Lulu?
No.
So today we're going to talk about COVID, isolation. We're going to talk about our other profession other than being Cannababes, growers, and makers of fine edibles. We're going to be talking about our music and how live music has taken a hit.
It has taken a hit. It has taken a hit. I have not worked since, I'll never forget, March 11th.
That's 3 months.
And we thought this would last 3 days, maybe.
Maybe a week.
Weeks tops.
10 days. I don't know.
More. I think, there was so much confusion in the beginning. There was a lot of confusion. There was confusion about wearing masks. Should we wear masks? Shouldn't we?
And it's still there. What do you mean, was?
I don't do masks. I don't cover this up. No, I'm joking. So
Exactly.
I don't see the whole point of it, because what I understood in the beginning was that masks were protecting people from my germs.
From you.
Yeah.
And you haven't even left the house.
Yeah.
So how do you have COVID?
I don't.
All you've been exposed to?
It's Charlie's bad behavior. No, she's the sweetest child ever.
They've decided gloves are ridiculous because, where have your gloves been? We don't know. Yeah. At least if you have bare hands, we can squish stuff in your hands that washes them. Yeah. Are you going to squish stuff in a gloved-handed person's hands?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Stupid. Yeah. But we're going to be talking about isolation, when it's done to us, music. We're also going to be talking about our grow, because it's spring. And this is Cannababe.
Yes.
And this is the Cannababe Tea Company.
Correct.
This is the Cannversations.
Yes.
So we're going to be talking about the grow in the backyard.
Yes, which is a great grow. We're growing 5 new strains, and we are so excited about what the plants are doing.
Yeah, we're super excited.
So beautiful.
Although I know nothing about any of it, but I'm down.
Well,
I'm down to learn.
This is what I say to you guys. I'm learning with you. I don't claim to know everything. This is my 2nd year growing. And it's just been so much fun. It's been so good for my soul. So we're learning together.
We are. And last year was our sort of initial grow year. And we were surprised.
Oh, what happened?
Surprised what happened in the backyard of our own house here in North York. What the heck?
I know.
Between your hybrids and Andy's growing farmer skills.
Yeah, he threw down some seeds.
Wow. And he has a special mix and everything. Anyway, whatever. We grew trees. 7 to 8 foot tall trees. And we're like, we couldn't even see the pool. And I like to look out the kitchen window and look at the kids swimming in the pool. I couldn't see them. I was like, oh my gosh, I need a lifeguard.
Oh yeah.
Just because of these trees.
Yeah, they were blocking the view. But I mean, if a view's going to be blocked, let it be blocked with some weed.
Crazy girl. You know that I don't smoke weed at all.
I know.
I don't.
That's what we're going to change this year.
I think so. I have not, here's the problem with me. I have not found my strain, but I appreciate the plant. And as a doctor, I appreciate CBD as an anti-inflammatory and painkiller.
Yes.
I also, as a cancer survivor, appreciate CBD as an anti-inflammatory treatment for nausea, treatment for pain that you get from the surgeries, from the chemo, etc. So although I'm not a traditional pot smoker, I am absolutely a weed enthusiast.
100%.
Absolutely. 100%. If you split us in 2, I'm the CBD girl and you're the THC girl.
THC girl. And that's why we get along so well.
That's right. We're a hybrid.
We are a hybrid team.
We are a hybrid
team. I love that about us.
What?
You know, for me, I believe there's a strain out there for everybody. I believe if you have any sort of ailment, there is a strain of marijuana out there that will help you with that.
And ailment. I know we've been looking for my strain. We've talked about this because I have tried to smoke.
and you got turned up, and we were like, oh no, abort mission.
Abort mission.
Put her to bed.
This is what happens. I get paranoid, like everybody in the room knows I'm high, which is hilarious because everybody's
high, so they don't care.
But I get paranoid, like, oh my God, and then I can't sleep. Any pain I have in my body is heightened. Clearly not the right strain. So I know there's people out there like me who get a little paranoid on pot, and they just, it doesn't work for them. Yeah. And so maybe you can go on this journey with me. Let's maybe find a little combination of something that's medicinal and that makes sense, or not. And let's just stick with CBD, right?
So the thing that we're doing this year that was so different is we're growing different strains.
We are, because last year you grew
3 strains.
Right. Northern,
AK-48.
And
Blueberry Kush.
And these things are
all indicas.
So indica is a sleepy strain. This is how I get it. Indicouch.
And sativa.
Or indigo, blue, quiet, fall asleep. That's how I think of it.
Yeah, you can take it all the way there.
That's right.
Like, you can do all of that.
Sativa.
It
sounds kind of like do the samba.
Keeps you more boom bap.
Yeah, whatever.
Yep.
What?
Boom bap. I say boom bap for everything. Yeah, so the indica literally, it's a sleepy weed, and we want something that's more uplifting. We want something that, if you want to consume it during the day, it's not going to knock you out. It's going to make you feel less pain.
Well, and now that weed is not illegal anymore, we should really understand all the chemistry of it properly.
We should.
And I know there hasn't been a ton of research on it because it's been illegal. Now there should be a ton of research on it because it's legal. Like, let's really learn about these things. Let's really learn about the medicinal benefits.
Let's do it.
The different strains, the different psychoactive properties of all the different strains, etc. Right?
Yeah. I'm excited to see what this year's grow is going to be like, because we have, like I mentioned, we have 5 different strains. I'm going to mention the strains. And
let's talk about the strains.
Yeah, like I said, we're learning together, so no judgment. This is a no judgment zone. So my sister is the grower in my family. Renee Blackman, shout out to you, boo. Like, you got us all started. And she's been spending years just researching what sort of strains work for her. Mm-hmm. And she's my sister. She's my twin, separated by 8 years. And she knows what works for her will work for me. So she wanted to give me a mix of sativas, hybrids, and indicas. Okay. We have Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
Tell us.
What is Blue Dream good for? Blue Dream is a sativa dominant hybrid.
Sativa mama.
Originating in California.
I think this one's going to be good for Jackie,
It has achieved legendary status among West Coast strains.
Okay.
Making Blue Dream a popular daytime medicine for patients treating pain, depression, nausea, and other ailments requiring a high THC strain.
Beautiful.
Interesting.
That's Blue Dream.
And we've got that growing in the middle.
We've got that growing.
Is that the one that has a little bit of the spider mites on it, though?
No.
It's clear.
That's clear.
Talk about the spider mite
we'll talk about, I know, that freaks you out, right?
Jesus, yeah. Bloody hell.
No, because they're beautiful plants.
I know. Titus, my dog, is eating them.
Yes. Titus is smart. He wants to get high and lay down.
That's Titus's salad these days.
Yes. We have to try to protect them, and we're going to spray and do what we can, but everything we're using is organic. We're using neem oil, which is an oil that we can ingest as humans. Okay. And so it's not going to affect the plants negatively, but the little critters don't like the taste of it. So
then we also have Gorilla Skittles.
Gorilla Skittles.
With a Z.
That's right. Tell us about Gorilla Skittles, Dr. Jackie.
Gorilla Skittles is the powerful indica dominant cannabis strain.
Yeah.
That, based on the crossing between Gorilla Glue. Why would you call a marijuana strain Gorilla Glue?
I know.
And Skittles.
With a Z.
The flowering period takes 8 to 9 weeks indoors, and the harvest comes in early October. Outdoors, lots of sparkle trichomes cover the whole plant. I don't even know what any of that is.
Oh my God.
But it looks pretty.
It's
Google
beautiful.
shows like,
frosty,
look at it, purple.
Y'all. It's frosty.
And blue and green and yellow.
Gorilla Skittles. All right.
All right.
Next we have Jack Herer.
Jack Herer is a strain named after a lifelong cannabis activist whose 1985 book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes, continues to be an influential resource in the fight for cannabis decriminalization and legislation. Sativa dominant hybrid.
You know what? With Jack Herer,
I just want to name a cannabis plant.
You can.
This is fun.
Do what you want.
Let me hybrid like a gorilla with Jack. What do you get? Jack the gorilla?
Pretty much a gorilla Jack.
A gorilla with Jack with the Skittles. Jack the gorilla eats Skittles.
There you go. You could do that. We're learning, y'all. We have white Tahoe cookies.
So that sounds like a hybrid. That sounds like
It
Jack
is.
the Ripper eats Skittles with a gorilla. White Tahoe cookies is an indica dominant strain.
There we go, indica.
Created by Kush for Breakfast.
Sounds
Is that a person?
No.
And distributed by Archive Seed Bank. The strain is a blend of the white Tahoe OG and an unknown Girl Scout cookies cut, and it exemplifies attributes of each trichome coverage effect in a room. What's a trichome?
Trichomes are this is what makes marijuana sticky.
Probably asked yourself about those tiny little crystals that always seem to cover the leaves. So that's what you're talking about, sticky. And buds of your favorite strain. They tend to be shiny, sticky, and always carry the most amazing aromas. Upon looking closer, however, these blankets of frost appear to be large collections of what are known as trichomes.
Do you know, this is how I fell in love with my weed. I was told that I needed to get a little magnifying
and have a look. Andy does that too.
When you see it, you understand the nature of growing. You cannot believe that you're growing this beautiful little thing covered in crystals.
You can see these crystals.
It's beautiful. And under the camera, they are large and they're beautiful.
And ornate.
Yeah.
What's the last one that we grew? Because we have 5 plants out there.
We do. White Tahoe cookies is the last one I told you. So
Cinderella
99.
Cinderella 99. So Cinderella 99 is a result of the crossing of the Shiva skunk.
So it's a hybrid. So we have 2 sativas,
with Jack Harrer.
2 indicas, and a hybrid. It's perfect.
It's a sativa dominant bud, and therefore it comes as no surprise that it offers an energetic spacey high.
Love it.
It also has an incredibly interesting taste with notes of pineapple, pine,
skunk,
and skunk. Great.
But you know what? My sister told me Cinderella 99 is one of the best plants she's grown.
Really?
Yeah, she says it's the best, and these are good quality seeds. I took 21 clones of all of these girls before
21?
Yes, because we planted them.
Tell me why you call them girls, because that's important for a person like me who doesn't understand anything about growth. What are the girls?
Girls are what creates the bud. Boys create the seeds.
Okay.
So if you have a boy in your grow, you have to kill that. Yeah, you have to kill
the man.
12 seconds later.
We had to leave and go check on the plants because Jackie's beautiful little boy Titus loves to have a salad every now and then. And we just want to make sure he doesn't eat the whole thing. He's a big dog. It has nothing
to do with the worry about the buds. It's the wrath of Andy.
Yeah, Andy would get so pissed off.
Andy the farmer. The wrath of Andy.
That's why I love that, though. I love how, literally, usually I give people clones. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't give Andy clones. I gave him my mother's.
Yes. The mothership.
I gave him
my
mother's.
But you didn't give him. You gave yourself.
Well, yes.
This is your outdoor grow.
I know. Well, listen, I'm getting accustomed to it.
You gotta take ownership of your outdoor grow. This is the second year.
Well, the first year, y'all got clones.
Well, Jesus.
Y'all got clones. This is a big difference.
Damn.
I took snippings.
I think I feel like
no, don't be. You got a Christmas tree out of those clones. So could you imagine what we're going to get this year? I'm obsessed with my plants, right? Already. So that's like me taking my baby out of my womb and being like, here you go. You know what I mean? Like these are, yeah.
You know what's funny is I just have to say this. I know our podcast is going way over. We are not going to have podcasts this long in the future. But, we might. Who knows? What the hell? But your babies are beside my babies because I grow fresh herbs.
That's right.
So I've got fresh mint, cilantro, chives, and dill.
Yes.
Sitting in that garden.
And what you guys might not know.
They're going crazy too. And I think it's a combination of Andy's earth that his like earthly mix, which is proprietary. By the way, can't tell you because I would have to shoot you if I told you. But however, those same herbs are like benefiting from all of the different kind of combination of things that he put in the soil, which is a combination of the dirt that was already there, peat moss, black underdirt, topsoil, and then some other kind of thing that's got manure in it. But this year, he didn't put animal manure. Like usually he puts the cow manure that you get over at Home Depot. he put compost. So, people's vegetable compost. So we are growing vegan
I love it.
mother plants this year. Let's talk about the final thing that we want to talk about, which is what isolation because of COVID-19 has done to us as women, as mothers, as musicians, as workers, and as growers. So let's start with where were you when COVID-19, I'm going to say hit, when we all were like, oh my gosh, there's restrictions now.
Let me rewind back to
March
11th, 2020. We were with Arkells, and that was our...
That's right, because you're in the Arkells band.
Yeah.
Tasha is part of the Arkells, which is a big-ass Canadian band. Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys were performing where?
We did. We had a gig with Nick Nurse's foundation, which is a foundation for children.
Lovely.
It was a great night. We had a great night. But that was the night that they decided to list COVID-19 as a pandemic.
Yeah.
So they shut down the NBA, which was like, what?
That was March 11th?
That was March 11th. It was March 11th.
So that was the day that we left for Brazil. We left
Brazil
in the morning.
And I remember thinking, where are you going?
6 a.m. in the morning. We leave for Brazil on March 11th. We ended up getting as far as Houston. And we had about a 2-hour layover in Houston. And I heard a CNN story that they were going to declare this a pandemic. And then I was tuned into CBC Canada, and there is the Prime Minister saying we're going to be shutting down travel between Europe and Canada. So we just continued on to Brazil. We got to where we were going, which was we were having a Club Med vacation. When we got there, we checked back into CBC, and here's Prime Minister Trudeau saying, for all of you people who I told should go on your spring break holidays, this is what I'm saying. Come home right away, as soon as possible.
When he looked in the camera and said, come home, I was like, oh, y'all should come home.
But we just got there.
We didn't know how serious
it
was.
So guess what happened? For the next 5 days, we spent trying to get home. We spent 5 days trying to get home. So we couldn't even enjoy the vacation. And the great thing, though, was that Club Med, which is a French-owned company who has, like, roots in Montreal and, like, clubs all over the world, immediately kicked into pandemic mode. And nobody actually had defined this by then. But they knew that there had to be some sort of separation. They knew that there had to be hand washing. And they knew that there had to be a level of cleaning that went above and beyond. Yeah. Club Med spent the next, several days trying to get all of us home. So we actually only came home about a day before we were supposed to. You do live music as a profession.
For a living.
That's how I pay my bills. She's an artist. Yeah. She pays her bills by singing.
You know what? Honestly, what's blowing my mind right now is I believe that our industry has been one of the harder hit ones, because I found out this morning, that they are opening up the patios and the restaurants.
I heard that yesterday,
too. But they are banning singing on patios.
Apparently singing dancing. Sprays fluids.
And I understand it, but it's like, oh, okay, well, thanks. That's how I make my living.
Can't you just put the people 6 feet away, 2 meters away?
I don't know. But
do people not yell in Metro at 2 meters?
It just all sounds very...
I love my strawberries.
You can't stop music. Like, I feel like at a time like this, we need music.
And let's talk about going and seeing ATB at the Hideout. That's never going to happen. Hideout closed. Going and seeing Walk Off the Earth at Danforth Music Hall. That may not happen ever again.
This is the frustration that I'm feeling. The
Arkells and their tour through Europe to all of those 800, 1,000 clubs, not going to happen.
This weekend was our rally cry. This weekend was the rally cry in Hamilton. And we're not doing that.
You're not doing it.
No, we're not. And it's just, it's heartbreaking that music is not even on the radar of things that are going to come back.
In fact,
it's not on stage one.
And
it's
the
not
government
on stage 2.
doesn't even care right now, because all of those live music venues are dying faster than any restaurant that would. And honestly, most of those venues are sort of outside of what the government offers for relief, because you can't employ workers who have nothing to do. If you can't open a live music venue And if the people who are charging you rent don't have the ability, because they are also paying mortgages, if they don't have the ability to not charge you rent, the club's going to close.
They don't understand it. They definitely don't understand it. It's not even on the radar of stages of opening. There's stage 1, there's stage 2, there's stage 3.
It's like stage 35.
Yeah, we're not even on on their radar. So that makes me sad, because I feel like what people need right now is live music. If a patio opened up right now and there was a musician playing, people don't understand the burst of energy they would get just by being in that situation.
And this kind of takes me back to why all those spring break kids in Orlando continued to spring break.
They didn't care.
It's that same feeling.
They were having a great time.
We're going to have a great time live and in person, and like whatever. What can you do? Listen, guys, thank you so much for listening to our podcast.
We can go on all day on these tangents. We told you
tangents.
that we go on tangents.
Because it's our show, not yours.
Not yours. And we make the rules,
not you. See you next week.
See you next week.